Hello Anurag. Today we will be discussing about internship season at IITK and how to ace it. So why don't you begin by introducing yourself?
Hi, I'm Anurag Pandey from Batch 2020 IITK, Mathematics and Scientific Computing. I interned with Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Mumbai in my second year summers and worked with Goldman Sachs Bangalore in my pre-final year. The Goldman thing turned out to be pretty well and I received a PPO there. I'll be joining Goldman Sachs pretty soon.
So can you share your experience about these internships?
So at PIFR, I was a research assistant, helping my mentor in an ongoing project on mathematics and finance. The work was to read research articles, run simulations, and come up with ideas to solve high-dimensional differential equations. At Goldman, I was a risk analyst. The work was to build platforms so as to help the traders and risk managers get an early access to the risk data. It can basically be tagged as software work with an algorithmic backend. You can read more about my internship experience on the ANC blog.
Okay, talking more about your internship, can you tell us something about your internship preparation days?
Internships are definitely an important aspect of life at IITK. I remember in my initial days, I was a bit confused between academia and corporate internship. But then, since I'd already tried academic internship in my second year summers, I thought why not to explore corporate world this time. There's a bit of advice here. If you are planning to try both of these, you should be trying academic internship first in the second year itself, because even if it turns out that research is not your thing and you do not have interest in research or higher studies, you won't have much to lose. Even if you go outside, you'll be learning something of the practical world instead of sitting back in campus and doing nothing. So you should be trying research in the second year itself. Talking about the preparation aspect of internship season, I remember I started my internship preparation only after returning back from TFR. That was around early July. The internship season begins in early August, so I had a month to prepare. I basically focused on competitive programming. I practiced questions from sites like CodeChef or CodeForces a bit, but mostly Geeks for Geeks and InterviewBit and LeetCode. The idea is that most of these companies have the same level of problems each year. So if you go through these problems on these sites, which are basically tagged company-wise, so you get a very good gist of what to expect in these examinations. So if you go through these, you'll be good to go.
There is a common doubt among the students that how much do I need to practice? Like 50 or 100 or how many questions?
So, the idea is that you need not cover all the problems because it is simply too much out there. You must have seen it. But it is important that you don't mess on any of the subcategories or the algorithmic paradigms. So, a good way would be you make a list of all the things you wish to practice, say you list down all the subcategories, and then go ahead and solve 10 problems of each category. In this way, you can be sure that you have not missed on any of the aspect of preparation. Also, it is important that you get into a habit of writing bug-free code in a single attempt using pen and paper. Believe me, writing code on pen and paper is a lot more difficult than writing code on text editor. So this aspect should also be practiced.
So what is the procedure for internship selections?
Most of the companies which do come in campus have the same procedure for selection. You have an online test, basically coding or aptitude test on any of these platforms, followed by a couple of rounds of interview over the weekends. Now these interviews are mostly dependent on the type of role you are applying for. Say you are applying for software roles, you'll be having algorithmic problems in the interview. For banking roles, say Goldman or Deutsche Bank, you might expect a few probability-based puzzles. So you can, if you have done the institute courses, that is ES 207, data structures, and MS 201, probability statistics, it is always helpful. You might find some problems of aptitude in interview or some HR-based questions, but that is mostly you can prepare it for well if you have confidence and you do well.
Can you share insights about a few specific companies that come for internship?
Definitely. A few of software-based roles are Microsoft, Nutanix, Goldman Sachs. So Microsoft and Goldman have a CG cutoff of 7+, while Nutanix is 8+. But these roles have a very strict CG cutoff. So CPI cannot be taken lightly at this point. Also about the Goldman test, there are basically two questions, or two types of questions, two subsections basically. The first part is computer science and the second part is quant. So it is important that you do extremely well in at least one of these sections, because the way the merit list is prepared is that they pick the top performers from both the sections instead of picking the high cumulative scorers. So it is important that you do at least very well in one of these sections to get shortlisted. If you are aiming for the high-end roles like Tower Research or DE Shaw, you need to have a very strong competitive programming background.
As you mentioned about the CG cutoff, so can you tell us how important is CPI in this process?
Needless to say, CPI is very important at all aspects of IITK life, but it is rather very important. It becomes critical in placements or internship time. If nothing much, it acts as a tiebreaker between two equally skilled candidates, At times, it also helps you to get over a better skilled person if you have a good CG. So CPI is an important aspect of internship season.
So would you like to give any tips for the interview day?
Yeah, definitely. Interview day is important. Apart from your knowledge, your presentation skills do matter. So how you present the knowledge is also important. At no point of time you should be nervous. If you are struggling to answer a particular question, you should always go ahead and ask for hints. No one will be judging you for taking hints. But if you continue struggling and end up with the correct answer, it leaves a very positive impact. It shows that you don't give up easily, which is very important in the corporate scenario. Also, given the fact that you can always drive your interview in whatever direction you wish for. Say most of these interviews begin with describe yourself. So you go ahead and describe yourself. In the end, you can add a line that I have a taste of problem solving and hence practice coding. So the interview will be driven towards coding sides. In this way, you can always drive your interview in whatever aspect you have prepared.
Now we do have some common queries from the students. To begin with, how important is machine learning for internship season?
Well, ML is not a major prerequisite for any of the roles, but if you do have a ML course or ML project on your resume, you should be knowing it inside out. Well, that's in fact true for more or less all parts of your resume. You should be able to defend each and every line out there. Even if it turns out that you're unable to explain a single line, the interviewer leaves a very bad impression and your credibility stands questionable.
Proceeding towards the next query, how important is having done online courses?
So, well, it's a common trend in our campus that you go ahead and run after certifications of machine learning or data structures, but companies are rather interested in the knowledge and not these certifications. So it is important that you focus on learning rather than running behind the certifications.
Okay, now suppose I am an average student. What should I focus more on? Programming or machine learning and data science?
Well, I guess I have a bias towards competitive programming, but then given the fact that competitive programming is more in demand everywhere and almost every other role asks for it, even including machine learning roles, so it makes more sense to give your time to competitive programming.
Now that you spoke about programming, how important is DS, that is data structures?
Well, I would like to say if there's only one thing that you can prepare for internships or placement season, it should be data structures. Data structures helps the interviewer to judge the candidate's thinking ability. Also, if you have prepared data structures, it opens yourself a wider set of opportunities. The real world work at the firm might differ from algorithmic work, but even then the interviewers do ask for DS questions. So DS is rather very important for placements and internship season.
Another common query is that do I need to have a finance background for landing a job or internship at fintech or finance roles?
No, you need not know finance for landing a job in fintech or finance roles. The important skills needed for finance or fintech roles is algorithms, that is coding, and quant, that is probability puzzles. Though knowledge of finance can act as a plus, but again, incomplete knowledge of any other field brings you negative points. So you should be sure about it.
So do I need to revise any of the MTH courses too?
Speaking of MTH courses, the first of MTH when I do, that is linear algebra, is important. You can always find questions from linear algebra in your interviews or say the written test. But for placement people, you can also revise the scientific computing 1 and 2.
Now here's a very common question. How to utilize the summer productively?
Well, for internships, having one thing on your resume it shows that you are sincere and do take things seriously is very important. It can be any summer project you do or any summer internship you do. The field of work doesn't matter. What matters is that you finish the work end to end. So, having done these things leaves a very good impression in the interviews, and it also gives you a thing to talk about your sincerity in the interviews. But given the current scenario, most of you would be at home doing without an internship or summer project. So, it will be a good time to utilize this time using self projects.
So can you suggest some self projects for our students?
Yeah, hashing is an important concept in software industry and banking industry. So a good self project would be going ahead and reading about hashing algorithms and trying implementing them. Co-hashing is one such algorithm.
Thank you, Anurag, for this session. Any concluding message for our students?
Yeah, the students should not be losing hope at this time and prepare well for internships. Things will fall in place definitely. If you do well enough, you will definitely land your dream job or internship. Good luck in all your future pursuits. Feel free to reach out to me if you have queries on any of these. And we'll be sharing some useful links in the descriptions. Hopefully it will help. Thanks.
Thank you, Anurag.